Muhammad Zakaria. Who is Muhammad Zakaria? Muhammad Zakaria is a legend. I mean, I would start off by saying that. He's an incredible human being. Before I even talk about his trade, I mean, if you come to know Muhammad Zakaria, if you meet him, if you have a cup of tea with him, you fall in love with this man. You know, Muhammad, I came to know by seeing some of his calligraphy work. And I remember the first thing that I came across was the Eid stamp. And I didn't even know what calligraphy was at the time. And I did some research and I found out about this man, a Muslim convert, grew up in California, named Muhammad Zakaria, who became the one who authored the Eid stamp. And so Muhammad, he's a person who was a woodworker in the early stages of his life and career. And he saw some beautiful calligraphy during his travels to Morocco, and he converted to the religion of Islam. And he decided he wanted to give his whole life to the study of calligraphy.
Calligraphy is an art that makes things happen. It's not just some oriental thrill about finding the ultimate beauty or the perfection. So we don't really, the good guys don't talk about stuff like that.
Morgan Freeman, when he did his series In Search of God for National Geographic, he went and actually visited Muhammad Zakaria. Now, this is the Morgan Freeman that was in the Batman movies and all of these things. That beautiful voice that he has, that deep voice, and he was mesmerized by the work of Muhammad Zakaria.
Right. That is not just good, Muhammad. This is awesome.
He studied with his masters, with his teachers, and he finally took what's called in calligraphy the ijaza, the authorization to be a master calligrapher. Getting an ijaza means that you now have permission to write on your own, but those who still write and want to become masters, they never leave their teachers. They always go back to their masters. And this is something that I always found so incredible about Muhammad Zakaria. He's in his 70s, over his 70s, and his teacher is in his late 80s. To this day, if Muhammad Zakaria writes something, he still checks it with his teacher, Hassan Chalabi Hosha. That's a true master. It's not that all of a sudden I can do something and now I'm going to show the whole world I can do it. No, mastery comes in continuing to be humble, kind, and gentle, even if you're the best at what you do.
The term for having mastery in the art in Arabic and Turkish is malaka. You have the malaka. It is malakatul yad, the royalty or the kingliness or the possessorshipness of the skill. It's possible not to have the skill, but we think that more people probably have it than know. We have a myth about perfection. Oh, sought perfection, and he got the perfection and all these things like that. And to be a perfect person, maybe some people are. I don't know. I've never met one, or I never knew I met one anyway. And I wouldn't have understood it if I had. So am I trying to get perfect or be a perfect artist myself? No, that's not to me interesting at all. What you want to do is finally to be able to convey, it's communication. You want to convey the things that you write. When you write is a form of ibadah. You know, that's why the great calligraphers all did the abdest, the wudu, before they began to write. Because they know that this is an ibadah. Not just because you're copying the great Quran, but because you have an intention involved in it. And the intention is ikhlas and so forth. And by having this, the act of writing has to be, you have to be ready from the state of tahara. And so you approach it that way. It's not like anything else.
The Messenger of God, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi, he told us that sometimes the masters of people, the masters among people, are actually, in reality, their servants. The beauty about some masters is that they never think that they're masters. I think that's something very unique to them. And so they always have a view of themselves as just servants. And they're not doing that to be humble. They're doing that because that's what they truly feel in their heart. And Muhammad Zakaria is one of these incredible individuals.